how's things? How you doing? Today I want to talk about money and passive income. Now, let me just begin this this live with a reminder to myself and to you. If you thought I would talk about passive income when I was a kid, I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have known what it was. I didn't have that kind of financial education. I was not thinking in that way at all. I grew up very much, you get paid for what you do, and like nobody was talking about investing. Nobody was talking about six-figure businesses or anything like that. I feel like the bar was quite low in terms of financials. But here I want to give you a little spin and something that will hopefully make you laugh, because as I have been planning this live, I was thinking about the amount of conversations or the amount of scenarios that this would come up in, and I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, yeah, that would be awful. So many of us are heart-centered businesses. We are people who want to do the right thing. We want to do right by people. We want to give more than is expected. We want people to leave feeling very joyous and great and full of customer satisfaction, all of the above. And so when we put together our packages, our services, we're very diligent about the way that we do that. We endeavour to do the best thing for our clients and to be the best at what we do, to deliver excellence if we can. So here is the thing also that is the situation. Many of us, especially at this time of year, and this is why I'm making it this time of year, our working hours may change if we've got young children or if we just want to have a nice time and go on our hollybobs and not be just sitting inside 9 to 5 as normal during the summer. We sometimes believe because we are doing something else, we can't continue to grow our businesses. How could that be possible? The availability is going to be all over the place. You're maybe going to be in different countries or different surroundings, or you just want to relax. You don't want to be online the whole time. So what do you do? Well, for most of the people that I have a conversation with, they kind of wind things down and sort of ignore them until September starts again. But the thing is, there are people in your world, in your community, in your audience who love what you do. They absolutely get you. They get what you're all about. They think your content is useful. They want the solutions that you have. Maybe you have the skill set that they don't. But they do not want to have a conversation with you. They want the results, they want the solution, but they don't want to chat. And if you offered it, the thing is, it might just become a bit awkward. So I have discovered this in my own business sometimes, where I have welcomed people when they've bought a digital product from me. And you know what? Sometimes I never even get a reply. Or I'll get a one sentence like, thanks, Nikki, almost like, yeah, I'm not here for the interaction, thank you. Just leave me be in my introverted state. That's cool. Like I don't need any additional help or support. I've got what I need and I'm now going to get on with it. And that's the beauty of online business, is that people can get what they need whenever they need it. So one of the dinners, for example, so again, this is another way where it kind of comes up. So I don't know about you, but I still, and maybe there's some organisation that needs to happen and it will. But I go through periods of time with meal planning, with preparing dinner, where I'm on it. Like Monday, I can say, yeah, this is what we're having Tuesday. And I plan this little thing for Thursday. And on Friday, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And then there are some days or some weeks rather where I'm thinking, is it only Wednesday? I feel like I fed these children. I feel like I bought so much food and cooked so much stuff, yet there's nothing in the fridge. I'm not figuring this out. But one of the things we often do have in the cupboard is pasta. We'll often have some peas in the freezer. We'll often have a big jar of olives. We'll often have a broccoli and pesto and cheese. And so that, to me, I don't know how nutritionally balanced it is, but that is a bit of a go-to for my kids. They both really love olives, bizarrely. I do not like them in the slightest. In fact, it's one of the only foods that I don't like, but they love them. And so that is one of my sort of thrown together dinners of it's easy, it's straightforward, and they will eat it. However, if when I purchased my jar of pesto, the person who invented this recipe came round and said, what are you doing then? What are you doing? What are you making there? When are you going to put the pesto in? How much are you going to put in? Is there anything I can do to help? I would be thinking, get out my kitchen. Get out my kitchen. I just want to put the pesto in the pasta and serve it to my children because of the circumstances right in that moment. That is a 5 to 5 moment. And if it's, anything above Tuesday, my kids, don't know about you, but they are shattered by that point. And the quicker I can get some food into them, the better. So the thought of the pesto pal coming round and giving some feedback and chatting about the product, I'd be thinking, just get out of town. Like, it's lovely that you're here, but that is not what I needed. And equally, if you read, or if you went to, this is one of my favorite things in the world, you know, when you go to an airport and you buy a new book. And I used to do this when I was a kid with my dad, and he would either take us to W.H. Smith in town a couple of days before, and we were allowed to buy a couple of new chapter books, and we weren't really book buyers. You know, we'd always like go to the library or things like that, or you get them for birthdays maybe, but that was always like quite a cool thing, like, oh, I'm gonna go and get a couple of books. Or if I'm traveling on my own, I love that moment of going to the airport and buying a new book. And then that book is for me to do with what I want to do with it. So sitting quietly on a sun lounger, this is slightly pre-kids, or being the first person up in the morning. I absolutely love that. When I make myself a cup of tea, lay on the sofa with a book, that is a joyous time to me. If the author suddenly came round and was like, hiya, which bits of the book are you enjoying? What do you like? What's moving you right now? I would just be thinking, can you just let me read my book? I don't want to chat about it. Thank you. I'm enjoying the book. The book is great. Can we all move on with our lives? And this is a trap, I believe, as business owners we get ourselves into, because we believe we have to be there at that VIP level the whole time. And there are some people who just want what you have to offer on their terms, in their way, in their homes or wherever they are. So the moral of the story today is, how are you supporting those people over the summer who don't want to have, and the summer and beyond? How are you supporting those people who don't want to be in a conversation, but yet they do want the results? And what is that information, that knowledge that you have in your head that you can put into some sort of course or product or ebook or audio program or whatever it might be, so you can serve those people, and you serve in that way, and then you get paid whilst you're on your holiday. I've spoken about this so many times. I have also sold books. I sold 2 books when I was in labour with Oscar. And the journey from our house to the hospital was 11 minutes. I knew, because we timed it. And every one of those 11 minutes was, if you've been in a labour, you will understand. But yet my phone pinged twice in that moment, and 2 people bought my acting book that I wrote in 2014. And as the business owner in that scenario, even if they'd wanted me to be there in a customer service capacity, I was not there because I was in labour. I was doing that thing as well. So it can work in so many different ways. Me selling those 2 books paid for my taxi to and from the hospital, which was great. It was lovely. So have a think about that. If I can help you, go to the money section of my website, nikkiraby.com/money. There is an online course so you can package and price and figure out what you're going to create just as a pure course. That's really hard to say. And work out how that all fits within your pricing menu, within your income pie. Or if you want to do one of my favorite things and you actually want to be in a conversation with another human being, we can do that. We can map it all out, how you're going to create something, what your offering is, who you're offering it to, your marketing strategy, how you're going to promote it on your website and beyond, etc. All of those offers are on the money page of my website, nikkiraby.com/money. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear what resonated with you today. And if I can help, do go to my website. If you want to ask me any questions, I have a messenger button, which I am not going to stop talking about because I think it's fantastic. You can write down things that are on your mind, things that are cooking and happening in the bottom corner. And it goes directly to me. It's all confidential, but tell me what you want to do. This is the first step of being brave, of being accountable and saying, do you know what? I'm not exactly sure how this is all going to go, but I'm going to give it a whirl. Let's see if this woman can help me. And I promise, like, there are 2 options. There is I'm just going to give you the pasta sauce so you can go and cook it and you can do that, which is the online course. But if you want me there by your side, working it all through, that's what I do as well. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.